Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell State. Using his legs, it's Ocha. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Leaves it with the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The Sweet Feet buy a little time. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're big.
Touchdown, Florida State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The give to the back. There he goes. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Inside the 25. Touchdown, Seminoles! Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Gonna run it. It's Ocha. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. They'll make the stop on the return at the 30. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. Taking it the other way. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Noles Knowles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
Quick release on the RPO. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They go to the wide receiver screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Creates a little room. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown! The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
A strike downfield. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Extending the play. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They're going to run it to the right. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. And the Noles will try to convert on 4th down. Pulls and fires complete. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Gives it on the option. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, first and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The last two plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on third and goal? And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. Once he got some room, it was over. They've got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Let's go. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Seminoles are on the move. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Working that left side now. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw it, Sperry. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Bringing the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get it. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, no! And they take it in. Off-play action on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They've got him for the sack, and that'll be... Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Berry. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He fires a bullet to the right. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Seminoles are flying down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's McCoy. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but they can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Punch it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On the run, still looking. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense compete.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense. Quarterback empties his backfield. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. It's Sperry. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it down the left. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it. They should be able to kneel this one out. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. One last incompletion, and that'll do it. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah.